Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing great. Today I am sharing my skincare routine with you guys. So for the past, I'd say probably nearly 3 years, I have been using Korean and Japanese beauty products, mainly Korean, but I don't actually remember how I got into it. I think it was the whole like 10-step skincare routine thing that was going on. I wouldn't say I ever had bad skin because I always had pretty good skin. I just didn't really take care of it, and I think I used to use a lot of like harsh products, as we probably all did at one point, and which irritated my skin because I have got pretty sensitive skin and it's also quite dry. So I need to make sure I always keep it moisturized and not use products that are going to irritate it either. So anything that's like too strong, my skin won't really like it. I think the first step is to always actually understand what kind of skin you do have, like what type. Is it oily, is it dry, is it in between, combination? Because sometimes mine will be combination, and also with like obviously being a woman, with your hormone changes and everything, I feel like I can see when my skin gets a bit more drier, when it gets a bit more oilier. And I think like just being observant of how your skin reacts to things as well, and at what time in your cycle you are at, it might require certain things. So like when your skin's a bit more drier, you might want an extra hydrating sheet mask. When your skin is a bit more oilier, you might want something like a clay mask to obviously draw all that oil out. But I also want to remind you that just because your skin is oily does not mean you have to get rid of all that oil, because that oil is what keeps your skin looking young and fresh and hydrated. But what I've noticed with Korean skincare in particular is that it suits mostly pretty much all skin types. So I will share a couple of things that I do have here. I'll share my skincare routine, and then I'll give like maybe some advice on other products you could use that didn't particularly work for me. Main focus for my skin is for it to be hydrated, looking healthy and glowy, and that's like what I want. I want my skin to look like glass and to reflect. I got my skin from like dryish and dull to glowing and hydrated. So I like to keep things pretty simple. I only use 5 products. One thing that I will say is that about 6 months ago, I stopped washing my face in the morning. Okay, maybe it sounds gross, but it's not, because I do the double cleanse in the evening. So my skin is already like clean. And when I wake up in the morning, I have a very glowy, like fresh base. And a lot of people want to wash that off, but all the goodness is there. Like if you change your pillowcases frequently, you don't go to sleep with your makeup or whatever, and you always have a consistent routine, your skin will be fine, trust me. If you miss one day of your skincare, like say one evening you come home and it's too late, you don't want to wash it, your skin will be fine. If you have a good skincare routine, that suits you, because I've done that before and my skin was fine. Like it's not the end of the world. But consistency is key. Like skincare for me, I do it every day. I don't miss a day. And that's just one of those things that makes me feel really good about myself. It's something that I really enjoy doing. I don't find it as a chore. I don't find it to be something that is like draining or something I don't enjoy doing, because I love it. I love putting creams on my face. I love washing my face. I just love making my face feel beautiful. And I know that usually comes from within, but obviously the things you put on your skin and all of that really does matter. Just like clothes, just like makeup, anything. And if you have a good base for your makeup will look better as well. In today's video, I am not wearing any makeup on my face apart from my lips, just because I wanted to show you what my actual skin looks like. I personally never ever wear foundation or concealer. I completely cut those things out because I wanted to focus more on the natural look and feeling good about myself naturally, because years back I couldn't leave the house without makeup, and now I'm more than happy to leave the house without makeup. So I think building that confidence up in my natural self is what has helped me a lot, and not put that dependence on other things to cover myself up and to make myself presentable to the world. So obviously a skincare routine is something that you do to make yourself presentable, but it's just one thing out of your day, like for 5 minutes, that makes such a massive difference in how you feel and how you show yourself to the world. And I think it's just important to keep yourself looking good and like making yourself feel nice, just so you can show up as yourself fully. Because I've always said that, like, if you don't feel good about yourself, I feel like you can't show up to things fully. So yeah, and I feel like skincare is something that I really do love, and I've really loved for a couple of years now, and it's something that I feel like I'm going to continue on for the rest of my life, because I have been doing it for so long now. So for my first cleanse in the evening, like I said, I only cleanse my skin once a day, but I do the double cleanse in the evening. So I always start with micellar water. A lot of people don't like it. I love it. I think it's because I don't like oil. So that's one thing about me, is I don't like oil on my skin. And I've tried oil cleansing before and also balm, but I just didn't like the texture and I didn't like the way it made my face feel. And I felt like it was... And I didn't want to use a really harsh cleanser for my second cleanse to get all that oil off, because I just felt like it would dry out my skin. So yeah, I use micellar water because that's coming off straight away anyway. This is the rose one. I don't think it really matters which one you use, but I personally like this one. And then I go in for my second cleanse, which is the Klairs Rich Moist Foaming Cleanser. So this is a foaming cleanser. Once you spurt it out, it's all foam. But I thought it would really dry out my skin because obviously of foam, but it really doesn't. It really, really hydrates my skin. And that's what I said about Korean skincare. All their products focus a lot on like hydration, even for like oilier skin as well. So I think this has I can't read the back because it's all in Korean. So, but I do believe this has tea tree oil in it, but it also has like hydrating ingredients in there as well, like glycerin and all of that stuff. So this does clean your skin properly, I think. Well, for me it has, and I definitely feel like it does get rid of everything, but it doesn't leave that like tight, stripped feeling on my skin, which I absolutely hate. And this little baby has been a savior. It just makes my skin feel really good, but it still keeps that glow and healthiness to it, which I love. Then afterwards, I will go in with the Then afterwards, I will go in with the Skin 1004, 1004. I don't know if it's that, like, I'll just say 1004. Madagascar Centella Halucica Blue Serum. So this is made with centella, and I really do love centella. I think it's an amazing product for hydration and to give you that glow as well. I probably should have looked up what kind of ingredients these have, but I think it's got niacinamide, which I absolutely love as well, for like any dark marks, for blemishes, all of that. It probably has like some ceramides in it as well, which are really good for your skin, and also a lot of hydrating properties too. I think probably aloe vera as well. I might be making this up, by the way. I don't remember, but it's a great product. And another serum that I used to absolutely love is the Purito, also Centella Asiatica one. They've changed up their packaging recently, so this does look a bit different if you know what I'm talking about. But this is also fragrance free. This one isn't fragrance free, it's got a slight fragrance to it, but I do usually opt for a fragrance free. But to me it doesn't really matter, especially when it comes to Korean skincare, because I feel like it's so gentle and there's not as much essential oils in them, because they're always on the bottom of the ingredient list. And yeah, so this one is really lovely. This I was using for about 2 years, I think, but I just wanted to try something different. And then I saw this and I saw good reviews on it, and I saw the ingredients, which were really, really similar. So I just thought, let me try it. And I've been loving this one as well. I feel like this one gives me more hydration though, but I'd say this is perfect for combination skin or just any skin in general. It was definitely my go-to serum, and I would definitely go back to it if I want to. Like, I wouldn't just leave it in the dark. I'd go back to it because it did a good job. It did what I wanted it to. And then afterwards, I will close it all off with the Purito Panthenol Rebarrier Cream. So this has 10% panthenol, which is very hydrating, and it's also got centella in it, squalene, which is a very hydrating which is a very hydrating ingredient. And then also niacinamide, which, like I said, it helps with like marks and like blemishes and just evening out your skin tone in general. So yeah, I use this. I love this cream. It's like a gel formula, and it just, it sinks into your skin, but it's there and it gives you that beautiful, beautiful glow. So yes, this is one of my favorite face creams ever. So yeah, that is my evening routine. And then for morning, like I said, I don't wash my face. What I do instead is I go in with my micellar water on a little cotton pad, and I just swipe over my face, because sometimes I get like little hair stuck to my face, obviously because the cream is quite like sticky, so from like my pillowcase and just other stuff. So I'll use that to get all that off, because I noticed that when I did wash my face in the morning, say with a face cleanser, it did tighten up a bit more and it felt a bit more dry, and it just wasn't necessary because my skin, like I said, I already do the double cleanse in the evening, so there's no point in washing my skin in the morning unless I've been like sweating like hell. But even then, it's like sweat, I feel like it's sometimes good for you. And then anyways, after that, so after my micellar, I'll go in with this again, my serum, and I'll let this dry, like sink into my skin for a couple of minutes before going in with my SPF. So I'm a bit of like a, what's the word, conspiracy theorist when it comes to SPFs. Like, I don't wear it for the purpose of protecting it from the sun. I wear it for the purpose of the fact that it gives me an amazing glow and it really evens out my skin tone. So I know this is probably going to help with like wrinkles and stuff, but I also don't do it for that reason. But this is my favorite sunscreen that I've tried, the Kbeauty one as well. I do really like the brand Kbeauty. I think it's one of my favorite brands when it comes to Korean skincare. And then also Dear Klairs. So, and then my new favorite, which is Skin 1004. So yeah, that will be my last step in the morning routine. I just do 2 fingerfuls like this, like on 2 fingers, rub it in, and on my neck as well. Always remember your neck, guys. I feel like people always forget to put their skincare products on their neck and their chest, because that's where apparently the first signs of aging show. And I'm not really like about aging, it's more about like aging gracefully, because I feel like this is what skincare is all about, is aging gracefully, like still having that natural look and still obviously getting those wrinkles, and eventually, you know, like I've got my little smile lines that are coming through, and then also like all there. But it's like, I love that because I feel like that's just my face, and yeah, and it's just me growing. So yeah, that is my skincare routine, and it has taken me a while to find products that actually do work for me. But I feel like once you find something that works for you, just stick with it. Don't keep changing it, because unless obviously you find a product that's quite similar to what you already got, but you just want to try a different brand, like I did with these 2 for example, then of course go ahead, because you know your skin likes those ingredients already. But you never know, that other product might have something a bit more in it that is better for your skin. So yeah, but I always say stick to things that work for you, because if you find something that works, just stick with it. Because like I've done things where I would get like, I don't know, like say I tried something with retinol, because I don't use retinol. I did in the past, but I stopped using that because I just felt like it was making my skin worse. So yeah, I had to stop using that because I think it's just too harsh for my skin. And anything like AHAs, BHAs, AHAs are more stronger. I think that's like salicylic acid and glycolic acids, and then you've obviously got like BHAs were a bit more gentle, which is like I think medicic acid. I don't remember the other ones. I don't know, but yeah, and I feel like finding out all that stuff and like reading about it and reading about the ingredients, what each of them, how it contributes to your skin and your skin barrier. I'm also going to share like some of the things I have tried. So this is another Dear Klairs, also from the same line as this cleanser serum. This is just like a very standard basic serum that is suitable for everybody. My mum uses this one actually, so she really likes it, she said. So yeah, I think I tried it for a couple of days, but I just kind of wanted to try nothing exciting, but it does moisturize, it does give you a glow as well. So yeah, that's another one. And then also from the same line as Skin 1004, I tried the other Madagascar stuff, so the SPF and also the sleeping pack. I was surprised with this because I thought it'd be more moisturizing because it's called a sleeping pack and it's supposed to be like really hydrating. But I noticed that in the morning I woke up with quite a tight face, which was quite interesting because it is quite similar consistency to this one. But for some reason I feel like this just hydrates my skin so much more than this. I feel like this just kind of sat on top and in the morning it was like gone. So I don't know, it just felt really tight. Maybe it was absorbed into my skin, but it just wasn't enough for me. And then also with the SPF, I also don't find this hydrating enough on my skin. So if you've got like combination to dry skin, this will probably be perfect for you. It does give a good glow. So if you do have really oily skin and you don't want that extra glow, then I would not go for it. But I feel like with any SPF, most of them are gonna give you a glow because they are quite rich in ingredients. And the only thing I really did like is the little pump, because it's got a little pump on it. It's quite handy. And then another face cream that I tried was another Kbeauty's one. It's quite similar to this one as well. This was called the sleeping pack too, but it says for dry and sensitive skin types. But I found this didn't hydrate me enough. So I don't know. Maybe my skin is so used to this one that it's just like, no, just give us that one. We don't want anything else. So yeah, that's all the skincare products that I wanted to talk about. I also wanted to mention that what you put into your body, which I think I'm going to do a separate video on because that's a whole nother thing because I'm already 20 minutes in, so I'm gonna have to cut this down. So another thing is your diet, which is very important. I always notice such a difference when I change up my diet. And then also obviously like moving your body, exercising, getting all those toxins out of you. Also, saunas are amazing for your skin. Even though I don't go myself, I know they are really good for your skin. And yeah, just being out in the sun too, absorbing all that vitamin D. But yeah, so that's it for you guys. I hope this is helpful in some way. I will link down the websites that I use to get my products from. One of them is called Skin Cider and the other one is Pure Soul. So I will link them down below. They always have such amazing like ranges and always updating their stock and just so much to choose from. And the prices are pretty decent as well. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If there is anything else you want to see from me, please do comment down below. I hope this was helpful to some of you in some way and I will see you guys back very soon. Bye.